Welcome back to another video, everybody. Today's spotlight video will be on Reiner Braun. This character has gotten a lot of people talking as one of the best characters in the set, if not the best character in the set. Um, I just want to start off saying this deck is probably probably a little costly, just because of the amount of ultra rares in the attacks. I think I will also put in the description box maybe a link to a cheaper version, just because of the amount of ultra rares in the attack package. I think the foundations aren't going to be as much because a couple of them are unique. The other one is they're both unique, so you really only need like one or two of them. So again, let's always sort by difficulty and let's go into it. Reiner Braun's a 634. This attack gets -1 or +1 damage. Cool, you may sack a foundation. If you do this, get +2 or -2 instead. Response, once per turn. If you sacrifice one or more foundations, build one of them face down committed. Then if a player has 9 or more foundations, transform him. Ultra has him cut off. So after you flip him to Armored Titan, your opponent flips four foundations. You enhance your tech gets 2 damage. You may commit or sacrifice a foundation. If you do, you ruin 1. And then he has like a Mirio enhance. Commit, spend 1 momentum. Set this attack's damage to 1. So that's pretty cool. So we're playing 4 Beast Titan appears. We like sacking stuff. To be fair, if we're on our front side, we just sack it and rebuild it. So we don't lose anything. No value. But our opponent does. Pretty cool, right? Risky encounter. This card's going to be everywhere. If you're not ready for it, yeah, I'm sorry. Stun 1. You can play it from your discard pile. You could sack 3 foundations on your front side, rebuild 1. Pretty cool there. Well-orchestrated attack. It's one of my favorite secret rares. It's 5 difficulty, 2 check, 5 high for 4. Your rival mills 1 blitz. Your rival mills 1. If the milled card is an attack, draw 3 cards. If not, draw 1. You get a damage for each card in your hand. So that's either 10 damage, that means 6 damage, or 9 damage. So it's the difference between 10 or 9, right? Or is it 13? I don't know. I can't count. But yeah, I don't have other people do math for me. But yeah, it gets really, really big, and you get to draw a card. Face your rival. Your rival flips a foundation. Cool. What do we like to do? We like to ruin stuff on our other face. Draw Titan attacks. This is more for the life gain and a nice low attack. It's a 6/4, so we're kind of comfortable playing this. It's actually one of the best value cards in the set because a lot of the 6 diff cards in the set check 3s. This is great. Like, instead of committing 3, well, we commit 2 playing this if we check a 4. It's really, really good. And we have a backup. I don't know how prevalent backups are going to be in the Spotlight meta, but I don't think they could be that bad because this cancels health gain for the turn. So if we're facing a Ymir, she gets wrecked by her own card, which is hilarious. Armored Titan attacks. Your rival flips thing after we block. With this card also, we can build it transform. We do play some speed hate to alleviate that +4. And then on the backside, he loses 2 stamina, commit to get -2 damage, lose 4, ruin 1. Very good. Which is Ravages of War is probably one of the best ultra rares in the set. It being an 8 diff. 8 high 8, 4 check, blitz. Your rival discards a card, sacrifices a foundation, and spends a momentum. Like, this is probably going to be the most expensive 4 check in the game. Probably, I would assume, because it just does so much. Also, if you're at 6 or fewer foundations, your rival discards a card, you draw a card. Very cool. This will be the most played card in the Spotlight format. Vertical Maneuver Equipment. Every deck's going to have at least one. It's just spend a momentum, +3, -3 speed. He may change his own. Again, it kind of fights Reiner's backside because he wants to spend a momentum to set a thing to 1 damage. But if we have multiple momentum, we feel like blocking some things, we can block, and then we can do set it to 1. Chomp. It's a 3 difficulty 4 check action. 2 mid block, breaker 2, very good. Form, destroy a rival foundation with difficulty 2 or less. Then we just remove it after it leaves our card pool. So we can destroy a rival foundation, play an attack, maybe, or we can form at the end of a turn to get rid of something, which is really good. And then also we have breaker 2 on block, which is really good. We got 4 Scream. Yep. 4 Mercy. We're playing. I think the only deck that's not playing multiple 0 deaths is Smiling Titan because yeah. We got 3 Hold at Bay. 1 difficulty 5 check plus 3 mid block. After I block, your rival spends a momentum. We don't want our rival to get momentum. So Horrifying Realization, 1/5 plus 2 mid. Form flip, each player discards a card, draws a card. If your rival discarded a foundation, which they probably did more often than not, they commit a foundation. I'm with you. 1 difficulty 5 check plus 2 low block. Response: after this card enters your discard pile, since we like to sacrifice foundations, attack gets plus 2 damage if we need it, or minus 2 damage. Shrewd Observations: after you sacrifice 1 or more foundations, this attack gets minus 1 speed. So maybe we kind of want to partial block a thing, like say it's like a low attack, and we give it some minus damage on our front side. We're able to sack a foundation, and then we're also able to give it minus 1 speed to help block. Change the plans. 2 difficulty 5 check unique plus 2 mid. At the start of your end phase, if your rival has blocked 2 or more attacks this turn, add the top card of your deck to your momentum. Deadlock form once per turn. Add the top card of your deck to your momentum. So it gets us momentum. More often than not, we may not see a lot of block strings in this format. I just like it as a 1x. Because it happens to be if they do block a few things, because like Irwin's in the format, some of the 7-handers just don't want to go poof, so they're going to block multiple things. So we can get momentum if 2 of our attacks were blocked. Rocky Alliance, Enhanced Commit, minus 2 damage, minimum 1, 2 difficulty 5 check plus 3 high. It's good damage reduction, good reusable damage reduction. Disrupting Plans: if you sacrificed a foundation, this enhanced step, attack gets plus 1 damage. We gotta find some damage somewhere. I don't know if this makes the final cut, because we have to do it during the enhanced step, and we don't really have much to do that with, I believe, right? Yeah. So this may end up getting cut. How many foundations are we at? We're at 60 even, so we actually have to find other foundations to play. The thing is that with the Spotlight, it's kind of hard to find some things because, you know, it's Spotlight and a lot of the foundations aren't very great. Eaten by the Bearded Titan, 2 difficulty 5 check plus 3 high. Tenacious Sacrifice gets minus 3 speed. Sometimes we need to block. 1 copy of Final Words, end of a turn, 2 difficulty 5 check plus 2 mid. Form Sacrifice, destroy a rival foundation, your combat phase ends. So if they have like a piece, like an offensive piece we need to get rid of, this is perfect. Also, it's big haha because Aaron's mom's going to get eaten. Sins of the Past, it's going to be in every deck that can play it to get rid of risky maneuvers. Also, sack, spend a momentum, draw 2 cards. So if we're on our front side, we sack, bring it back, draw 2. Willing Recruit, sack 2 foundations for minus 3 damage. We love having damage reduction. We got 2 copies of Armored Skin. Spend a moment, 3 difficulty 5 check plus 3 low. Once per turn, spend 1 momentum. This attack gets minus X damage. X equals the check value. So with this card may actually see a lot of play just because of all the 4 check attacks in the format. Like half damage, like 2 damage, 2 damage, 2 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. So it's really worth it. Like this card may actually see a lot of play. Because you could stack like this, and then you can sack Willing Recruits to like put it under. Same thing with Reiner himself. You could use him to put it to 1, and then use Willing Recruits to dump it under 1. And then Futile Attempts, first enhance. It's a 3/5 plus 3 high. Commit, this attack gets minus 3 damage. So again, we can go minus 3 damage here. Blow this up in something else for Willing Recruits for minus 6 damage on an attack. That's just crazy. So the amount of DR that's in this set is really nuts. So, but yeah, that's like, we're playing a flat 60. Our blocks are kind of mid-heavy, but again, we're DRing. We're using damage reduction more often than not, and we're gaining some health. Not a whole lot, but we have some health gain. And then we do have ways to fill our hand back up, get better attack, get some attacks, board control, hand control. So it does a little bit of everything. So I'm interested to see where this ends up. So guys, this is the end of the video. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you like it? You hate it? Obviously, I think there's another Reiner Spotlight deck that doesn't play all these ultra rare attacks, maybe outside of Ravages. Um, but yeah, like Jaw Titan, armored, Ravages, well orchestrated, kind of pricey. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make more decks geared towards more of a budget build, or maybe have like 1 or 2 ultra rares. It's not going to lean too heavy into the ultra rare build. So again, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content, and as always, take care.